As you may have heard, last Friday there was a collection of attacks in Paris, resulting in about 130 deaths. Attacks in Nigeria, Lebanon, and the downing of the Russian jet outside Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt also have raised attention, although, as you might imagine, the world's press is not sending its biggest name reporters to Yola, Nigeria. They're going to Beirut. Paris. Apparently, credible claims of responsibility for the Paris and Beirut attacks have come from ISIS, ISIL, Daesh, IS, whereas the Nigerian attacks appear to be the work of Boko Haram, which, as far as I can tell, is like saying that the Firebird is made by Pontiac and the Camaro is made by Chevy. The hacktivist group Anonymous has declared total war on ISIS. ISIS responded by calling the group idiots. As someone who got bullied as a kid a lot, just about the worst thing you can do when faced with an enemy who at first glance appears to be able to crush you with his thumb is to taunt him with names like idiot. ISIS also appears to be underestimating what Anonymous may bring to the fight. ISIS leaders have given out such useful instructions as, do not make your email same as your username on Twitter. This mistake cost many Ansar their accounts, and the Kufar published their IP, so be careful. Yeah, and don't make your password, idiot. Former Florida governor and political fog machine Jeb Bush was a guest recently on MSNBC's Morning Joe show. When asked what he would do as president, he said that he would enlist political and Muslim leaders from around the region and build a single U.S.-led fighting force to take out ISIS and to deal with Assad as well. This is the war of our time, and we cannot do this by leading from behind. This requires American leadership. It doesn't require us to be the world's policeman, but we do need to lead, and we're not doing that right now. So, Jeb, let me understand this. The wars your brother started, that we're still kind of fighting, and not at all winning, are not wars of our time? Any thoughts, Jeb, for what you're going to do about the existing fights we're still in? No? Yeah, thanks for playing. While the gunshots and bomb blasts of the recent attacks were still echoing through the streets of Paris, the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo, which, as you may recall, suffered its own attack at the hands of Islamist terrorists less than a year ago, chose to flip ISIS the bird yet again with the taunting cover headline, "They have the weapons, fuck them, we have the champagne." Compared to the U.S. response to 9/11, that's some balls right there. Lindsay Miller of Lowell, Massachusetts, a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, has been allowed to wear a strainer on her head for her driver's license photo as an expression of her religious beliefs. Raw men, Massachusetts. Raw men. On his recent tour, Justin Bieber's meet and greet tickets have reached a price level which has induced fans to complain but not completely boycott this entertainment opportunity. So, America? And in squirrel news, 2 Tampa, Florida Great Danes were taunted mercilessly by a squirrel romping unconcerned on an outdoor archway of the dog's owner's home. The family's cat looked on from inside the house with typical disdain.